one of the big announcements today is that I'm going to start calling my pre-streams the pre-stream podcast from now on. Why? Because every pre-stream, I talk with you guys now on camera just like this. It's a podcast. Essentially, it's a podcast, okay? And a lot of people all over the years always complain, shorten your pre-stream. Why are you advertising to us? It's not. It's a podcast. I literally on pre-stream talk about topics that someone who's a podcaster would talk about, right? What's going on with the channel? Schedule. Any updates, any important things, goals that we're trying to hit with the leaderboard and stuff like that. Today we hit milestones on the channel, record number of subs, talked about that, talked about the history of the channel, how the channel built and how it evolved over the years and why it is how it is today. You know, I answer questions live. I can take shout outs, answer your questions live. That's a podcast. You know, it's an interactive show. It's not just me advertising and gabbing for an hour and a half for no reason.
Are you serious?
So we're calling it the pre-stream podcast from now on. In fact, starting tomorrow, I'm even going to have an overlay for the pre-stream podcast, so you absolutely know what it is, okay? Now, no one can complain that the pre-stream goes too long. It's not a pre-stream, it's a podcast. If you don't like the podcast, come back after the podcast is done. Everyone knows it's about an hour long and it ends between noon and 12:30 p.m. Pacific time every day, and that's when the gameplay starts, okay? So that's a new piece of branding that I'm starting that hopefully will stop people from complaining about the freaking pre-stream, because it ain't just a pre-stream, it's a podcast every single day, okay?